Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder again with another AITA story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for posting myself and my girlfriend to a social media podcast that determines who's more attractive? Tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and start right off with this because this sounds like a really bad idea. I'm going to read it again just to let that sink in. Am I the astronaut for posting myself and my girlfriend to a social media podcast that determines who's more attractive? Bro. Wishing I had my Brozo animation ready. I don't have it done yet. So I like the social media podcast guys that do a series of who's better looking out of couples that submit their pics to these people. I showed my girlfriend a video a while ago and we laughed over it. I asked if she wanted to be on it and she was skeptical at first. I told her I was less attractive anyway, so it wouldn't be a big deal, and she said, all right, sure, let me know when the video is made. She was skeptical at first, bro. Then one day the video was found by her niece and sent to her. She came home super upset because the guys on the clip agreed I was way more good looking and a few comments agreed with thousands of likes. It got a decent amount of views, close to 70K, and the whole thing was extremely embarrassing for her. She's been completely avoidant for days on my end, and the whole thing seems like my fault. It seems like it. You're right. I contacted the guys to remove the video. They understood and took it down, but by then both our friends and her family had seen it and messaged us with laughing emojis similar. I don't get why the blame is pinned on me despite her agreeing. I'm aware that I suggested it, but I don't think that's a crime in and of itself. I feel guilty for the whole thing and tried to make it up to her, but she won't let go of this incident. She's taken 2 days off from work. We've not even touched or hugged or eaten together in the same room, feeling like we're not even dating. Okay. What are you doing, bro? Okay, Candy Thunder left us a comment on this with her own thoughts. She says, what in the what? One who sends their pictures into this podcast and who created this podcast. I think they created it just to break people up and make them insecure about their relationship. This guy has to secretly think he's more attractive and wanted validation. That is 100% possible. Why would he want to be a part of this in the first place? And where my brain is thinking, what's the outcome? Like, what are you going to achieve here? What are the possible paths? Of course, this is what I'm thinking. Where could this potentially go? And the first thing you think of is, well, it's going to cause problems. No matter which way it goes, somebody's going to get hurt. Why would you enter your relationship into a game where one of you is going to get hurt? Why does that seem like a good idea to anybody? And if there is just the smallest chance that your significant other is going to be the one that gets hurt, why in the F would you ever bring this up? Why would you ask her? You put her in a position where if she said no, it was going to be the same amount of pain as her getting called the less attractive one. It would be her admitting that to herself and her seeming scared. And then to you, it creates a whole vibe. So this was just a terrible, terrible idea. It was a terrible idea, man. Why? Why would, yes, it's 100% your fault. You're a brozo. You're an idiot, man. You never thought about the possible paths this could take and the damage that could happen with it. And yeah, Candy Thunder may be onto something here with the people who created this podcast and them wanting to use it just to break people up and make them insecure about their relationship. What good could ever come from this? We don't have ages. We don't have like how long they've been together. We don't know anything, but except that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. At least they were at the writing of this post. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they aren't anymore. Not just that, he's done permanent damage to this girl. This girl's self-esteem has now taken a huge hit, and this is a scar she's going to carry with her forever. She's going to have trouble in future relationships if she ever opens herself up to that. Like, what are you doing? I don't need to talk about the scale. You get the Ask on One Brozo special. It's a dinner for one. See, I think he put her in a corner here. I'm not putting the girlfriend on the scale here because, yes, she reluctantly agreed to it. I think he gave her no choice. Because if she didn't, it would cause maybe not as much damage, but it would still cause damage. And it would be her essentially validating a fear that is within herself about her self-esteem. Either way, he gave her no choice but to like get hurt a little or gamble on potentially not getting hurt or getting hurt a lot. And she took the gamble.